TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Good day, family. Welcome back to another edition of Talk Show Kings, coming at you live from TV 1061 out in Douglasville, Georgia. We're having big fun on TV 1061. I'd like to give a shout out to our executive producer, Mr. Felix Washington, and our executive director, or I don't know what Marcus's title is, but Marcus Gibbons. We want to give a shout out to
Shouts out to Marcus.
Yeah, our Kings who not here right now, King Tykar, he should be on next episode, and King Robert from Albany. Yeah, we miss you, bro. I'm going to go ahead and let the Kings introduce themselves, starting to my right.
I'm King Lundy.
King Lundy representing
The A-Town.
the A.
Straight from the A.
Run it.
I go by the name of Hassan. Pleasure to be with y'all.
King Hassan, we're representing
Philadelphia, PA.
Philly
Come
in
on,
the
man.
house.
Stop playing.
Hey, Meek Mill new CD is off the chain. I'm just saying. Today, we going to come at you talking about you. So I hope you tuned in because we need a lot of conversation. We need some back and forth. What we going to tune in first?
Today we are going to self-evaluation and the perspective. Our number one question to you all is, how do you see yourself?
How do you see yourself? As in, like, I see myself as out there. You can say what you want to say, but I'm me and I make no excuses for who I am. I try to be the best me I can, so I'm always evolving. I might not be the same person I am right now tomorrow, but this is who I am. This is, if you meet me at the grocery store, this me. If you see me at whatever, this me. This is just who I am. And I see myself as a little on the crazy side, outspoken, know-it-all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Ain't no sense in lying about it.
That was my list right there, dog.
Ain't no sense in lying about it. And you gotta be, if you ain't honest with yourself, then who you gonna be honest with? Thank you for watching, Audie. How you see yourself, King Lundy?
I see myself as living a good life. I see myself as putting my life into a perspective. I see my life as living according to how I'm supposed to live it. Mm-hmm. And every day I thank God for waking up. So every day that I can wake up, I see myself living a positive life and keeping a positive demeanor for myself.
Okay.
Got you.
That.
And that's your introspective look on you?
Yeah, that's my introspective look on me, because for me to live the type of life that I've chosen for myself, it's in the realm of spirituality. And by doing so, you know, I have to live a certain life, not because people say that you have to live a certain life, but I live a certain life that makes me feel good. And that's what I do.
Gotcha. He lives a life of spirituality because it makes him feel good. I ain't mad at you. There's never a bad reason to be a good man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like that. Never a bad reason to be a good man.
Yeah.
Right. How you feel about yourself, King
Like,
Hassan?
just to piggyback a little bit of what
Yes, sir.
Minister said, blessed for sure every day. I mean, every day on this side of the dirt is a good day, if you think about it. And I think the older I get, the more perspective I get, I use in my life. because when I was younger, you tend to complain about things and why me and why did this happen and how come you start blaming people. But as I get older, I know that everything that I do, every decision I make affects, the rest, how my life is going. So I look at myself, I try to look at myself for everything that happens, try not to blame people, because, that's not going to get you anywhere.
Gotcha.
But definitely blessed and, just keep moving forward one step at a time, positive attitude, because the way you think, positive or negative, is going to be where your days go.
Okay. I don't really have all that. I don't look at stuff really much positive or negative. A lot of times I just look at stuff as it is what it is. This is what's happening and I'm dealing with it. I'm a process person more than a people person. I look at how things going and what can I do to necessarily change it. I can't say I'm the most religious cat on the planet because I'm not.
Right.
I believe in a higher creator and I believe that everything living comes from something alive.
Right.
Now, I can't go to any certain book and say that this is the absolute truth because I don't believe anybody has a monopoly on the truth. But that's me. I ain't telling you what to believe, telling you not what to believe.
Let me pose a question to the
Please
both
do.
of you all. Do you feel like right now at this juncture in your life that you're living your best life?
Absolutely.
At your ages, the time in form of life, can you say right now I'm living my best life? See, because a lot of people can't say that.
But see,
I
I think it's a matter of perspective on that too, because
Right.
to me, the fact that we're here
Right.
means something. The fact that whatever situation we're in, however our life is going right now, is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
So this is your best life because you're living it.
Right.
There is no other, you know what I mean? There's no other way to me, there's no other, I'm not going to regret things I've done in the past. I'm not
Right.
going to regret things that I'm dealing with now.
Right.
I'm happy to be where I am, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you just, like you said, you got to deal with where you are.
Right.
But to me, it's like, I'll never say I'm not living my best life because
Right.
it's
Right.
me. It's the only life I got.
People, if that question was posed to them,
Yeah.
and they can honestly say, Minister London, I'm not living, because I've had this conversation, I'm not living my best life right now. But how can you live your best life, Doc?
Gotcha. Me, as far as living my best life, I
Right.
don't know. I mean, anytime I'm happy, I'm living my best life. So
Right.
it comes and goes. I mean, I can be living my best life at 4 and at 6:30, I'm not living my best life.
Right.
I mean, to me, it's all about being happy. Like, when I was little,
Yeah.
coming up in we didn't really live in the projects, but all of my family did. So we were always in some home, Perry
Right.
home, Carver home.
Right.
My pop lived in Bowen home one time. I mean, it is what it is. But I didn't know I was poor.
Right.
Had no idea.
Right.
Growing up in Simpson Woods, Corey Heights apartments. Now, I had no idea we were broke.
Right.
I mean, all of my friends was out. You give us a ball and a stick, we happy.
Right.
Right.
So if I'm happy, then I'm living my best life, in my
Absolutely.
opinion.
Good answer. Good answer.
If I'm hungry, then no, I ain't living my best life right now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, yeah.
I think sometimes people get confused with they haven't accomplished everything that they wanted to this point in their life.
Right.
And that might, it might say, no, this is the reason I'm not living my best life. To me,
Right.
I don't think of it that way though.
Right.
Like I said, yeah, would I want to be a billionaire? Sure. But I'm saying, I'm proud of the things that I've done. I'm blessed to have, healthy kids, healthy family, my health. So to me, I look at it that way. That's the best that I can do right now, and I'm living the best life that I can right now.
Good answer.
I don't know
Good
if I
answer.
want to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
I honestly don't.
I'm just saying, that's what people.
More
Yeah.
money, more problems, right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
More money,
And
more problems.
I used to always say I don't like money, but I don't like how people treat each other over money.
Right.
I would never kill a
But see,
man
that's,
over
but that's,
some
but
money.
that's,
but
yeah,
people
but that's
will.
that's people. That's like individual people.
Yeah, people.
Yeah.
But see, I
Like
feel
if you became a billionaire tomorrow, you wouldn't change who you are. You might change what you drive. You might change stuff like
yeah.
that. But you're not gonna change who you are,
Do
though.
you realize how many people I would have coming out the woodworks? My aunt T. Chloe Bubba, which I ain't never
Right,
met in my
but
life,
right.
put her hand out,
Yes.
which would annoy the crap out of me.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I'm not that dude. I'm pretty much stay to myself. You know what I'm saying? And to have a bunch of people bombarding me, asking me for money, would annoy the crap out of me.
Yeah.
It really would.
But see,
I'm not
but
saying
to-
that I don't want it, but I have no need for it. I mean, I'm
No, I
happy.
feel you, but I'm
know
just
what
saying, a lot of people-
I think that people chase funds instead of chasing happiness.
Right.
And I think that's why a lot of people are unhappy.
Yeah,
Because
and a lot of people, they figure that the amount of money that they have in their
Exactly.
pocket, they're living their best life.
a lot of them think they're gonna be happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of people can have their best life with $100 in their pocket.
Exactly.
I'm living my best life because I got this $100 in my pocket, and I'm able to provide and do whatever it is that I need to do with this $100. So I guess that answers my question: is do you feel like you're living your best life?
Because to me, success and money, it doesn't change a person's character. It reveals their character. Like if somebody's a jackass that's broke, if they win the lottery, they're gonna be a rich jackass and just do bigger scale dumb
They
stuff.
say that money brings out who you really are.
Exactly.
Because
It
some
reveals who
people,
you
when
are
they
because you get to
money,
do more
they
of what
act
you choose to
differently.
do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why and I hate to bring this up, even in the professional atmosphere, such as professional athletes, and they want to say, well, this athlete was a crackhead, this athlete was a pothead, this athlete was this and this athlete was that. Well, guess what? Before, they didn't have any money they was at, but when they got money, they just became better at what they were because they are able to financially support their habit. And I'll say this, anything that consumes you, it controls you.
Right.
I feel you on that one. Samuel L. Jackson, he said he was a functioning crackhead because he was an actor on Broadway and he was doing crack. He went to rehab, and the day he came out of rehab, he went to audition for Coming to America, and that's turned his life around. That was his first speaking role on TV, and that changed his life around.
He was he was at McDonald's, McDowell's, I'm sorry.
McDowell's. What's up, Alphonse? Hey, Alphonse, holler at me. What you think about yourself? You know what I'm saying? How do you see you? When we were talking a moment ago, and I was saying how people chase funds over happiness, I feel like that is one of the biggest things because our society constantly tells us you're nothing if you're not driving whatever. If you don't have whatever. Bump all that. If you can put on whatever you into, some Isley Brothers or some Temptations, and sing to the top of my lungs in the shower, I'm just as happy as the day is long. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't need $1 million to do that. I'm just saying. I don't
take $1 million to do
exactly.
that.
Now, if I had $1 million, then I guess I would do whatever, but I don't know. I have no idea what I would do.
You just play your music on a better sound system, right?
I feel you. Well, I got Bose right now, so I ain't doing too bad. But I mean, maybe it's just, that craziness I was talking about with me earlier, but I just don't see the need.
But that's and like I said before, it's just people. You are who you are, and if you add millions of dollars to whatever, you get to do more of what you choose to do. And if it's a bunch of nonsense, you go do more of it because you have the option to do it.
And then what does it take to get there? Like, how long are you going to struggle, or how long are you going to be unhappy chasing some kind of financial goal?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you can be happy with whatever you have, then you do that. I ain't saying
enjoy the process of doing it.
And do whatever that makes you happy, or whatever you're doing, trying to get to where you want to be or wherever you visualize yourself. But still, you need to be happy on the journey. If you can't have that, then it's all a waste of time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you can't enjoy the process, like say you start at age 30 or 25, and you're saying, you know what, I'm gonna be a millionaire by the time I'm 35 or 40 or whatever. Along the way, if you can't enjoy that along the way, what is the point?
Absolutely.
Because once you reach that, it's gonna be another goal that you're gonna start going after, and you won't be able to enjoy yourself. Yeah, you got to enjoy the process.
There's a song that comes to mind. In the song, the singer of the song, he says, "I've made it through another day's journey," and he says that God kept me here. So imagine the journey that you're going through in life, and somebody's always picking you up and keeping you at a certain level in your life.
Is that Ice Cube?
And that level is God.
that ain't Ice Cube.
That's Ice God.
Oh, okay.
And God keeps you on that level to protect you in your journey. It'll be a good journey.
I feel you on that. Alphonse says, I'm not rich, but I'm very happy with my life. I'm not balling, but I'm not struggling. I feel you on that. Exact same here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is.
Again, it goes back to perspective, man. There's people, 95% of the world, at least 90%, would kill to have your worst day. You know what I mean? We live in the richest country in the world.
Wow.
So most people in whatever country, most other countries in the world, would love to have our worst day.
Right.
If we get fired from a job, somebody dumps us, our car breaks down, they would love to have that day. That's nothing. We have first world problems. You know what I mean? We eat every day. We drink clean water. We bathe. We take that for granted. People don't have that.
You bathe?
Well, what's today?
Now I have another question I want to pose to you, gentlemen. And that question is, Doc, Hassan, how often do you evaluate part of conversations and your actions?
Boom. All the time.
All the time.
So you
because watch what you say all the time.
No, I never watch what I say,
Right.
but I go back and look at what I say depending
Right.
on the person's
Right.
reaction.
Right.
Because I wasn't born with filters. I wasn't
Okay.
born with knowing you're not supposed to say this to this person or to that person. I see everybody's the same.
Right.
Like, and it's not a thing to where it's an intentional thing. It's not a thing to where I'm saying I'm going to try to say this to whomever. It's just I see them. And whatever pops into my head to talk to them about, I will.
Right.
I don't
See,
have a problem with
I'm
it.
opposite. Well, I don't know about the opposite, but I'm different because I think a lot of it for me is because of spending time with my kids that are still small,
Right.
and I have to watch what I
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
and
you
I'm
have to
around
filter
them a
what
lot,
you say.
right? And also, I feel like the older I get, the more I can kind of read other people and even empathize with people. So I
Right.
do watch what I say, and I do think
Right.
about what I say to different people. I might say something to Doc that I can't say to another dude that could be a
Right,
grown man
right,
too, but
right.
they're just two different
Right,
cats,
right.
and I gotta, sometimes you say it a little different. Not to say you
Right.
sugarcoat it, but it's just different ways you put things to different people. You know. What
I
I mean?
have tried to learn that. I swear for goodness, and it just never comes out right for me.
Yeah.
And like when I'm trying to say something around or trying to figure out a better way to say it, the point is never what I'm trying to say.
Right.
It's like when I'm trying to say this pencil is blue, and I say, well, this pencil is, I don't know another word for blue, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like people won't get it. And when they repeat it back to me, then they're saying something that has nothing to do with what I really mean.
Right.
So I don't know how to
Like,
do it, you
yeah,
know?
effing,
And
I'm
I'm
just
not
saying
good at
straight.
it. And it just,
Right.
yeah, it frustrates me.
So in a lot of your conversations, what you're saying is, do you keep it real? Because a lot of people are not ready for your real or my real. So do we keep it real in conversations,
And
or
that,
do
to me-
we evaluate and camouflage the conversation?
To me, it
not to
depends
hurt
on
somebody's feelings
in
or
my
something?
in my world. It depends on who I'm talking to.
Okay.
Because there's females that I talk to that I can't just say everything straight
Right.
without unless I want backlash or
Yeah, 'cause they're
certain
very sensitive. Females are
responses.
very
You know.
sensitive,
Huh?
emotional creatures.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then even some of my friends, guy friends, my buddies, not to, like I said, I'm not sugarcoating stuff, but there's certain things that I'm gonna say that either might trigger something that they have in their mind or whatever. You know, stuff that I can avoid, I avoid it.
Right.
That's all.
If you're sensitive and emotion, please don't talk to me, because I mean, hey, that's my mom. You know, we was at a 4th of July barbecue, and my mom's hip was hurting or whatever, and we was walking back, and every time we took a step, I would jump, ooh, ah, ooh, and I was making her laugh, but it is what it is. I mean, she was hurting, and you know, when my back hurting, I'm not, you know, oh, did that? My back hurt. You know, I mean, I don't. Now, I'm not gonna walk up to somebody and say, ooh, your baby ugly. You know, hopefully you won't ask me how your baby look. You know, but
Yeah, there's sometimes you gotta lie. That's just the way.
I would just say, you know, nice baby or something to that effect. You know, yeah.
I like his shoes.
Well, I love the way you dressed today. That's a nice outfit on little man.
That's terrible, man.
Hey, that's real.
Y'all can ask me about your baby. I always say your baby.
Now, see, if he's always going to say, well, most people want the truth.
Not
Oh,
about
yeah,
their baby, they don't.
Not about their baby.
Really be well, about their baby. Okay, yeah. But
Even though my baby, okay.
when I say baby, I mean infant. I don't mean your woman.
No, I know.
Don't ask me about your woman, because that ain't my business. I only want to, yeah. If you need a second opinion on your woman, she don't need to be your woman, because something wrong with you.
Right.
Yeah. Brother London.
Yes, sir.
Same on you.
Same on me. Keeping it real, I try to always keep it real, and even in the conversation that I may have with people, I try not to extend the conversation to personal stuff, and that's where we get in trouble, when we speak more on a personal level out front. Personal stuff is personal, and you take personal stuff to the back. But a lot of people that put personal stuff out front, there's no telling what you may get when you
feel
put
you
your
on that
personal stuff out front.
Right.
Take it to
feel you
the
on that
back.
one.
So in the back, you can have that conversation and say what needs to be said. But when it's out front, in front of the general public, and you say something, oh my God, I mean, you critiqued it, you know, and speaking from a minister standpoint, man, we can't say really nothing.
Right.
Absolutely. Without putting ourselves in harm's way of being criticized, or you fake preacher.
Man, I can imagine. I can only imagine. man.
Absolutely.
I'm imagining we about to go to break, and we'll be back in a minute. Of course, we're going to keep talking.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, Jody. Artie says, tell them your baby looks like you. Kamaya, yeah, Kamaya in our favor a lot.
That's a good one.
It is what it is. I mean, yeah, and you know, that girl is so much like me, it's ridiculous.
I think she was saying that when you look at somebody's baby and they say, you know, they ask how the baby, you know what we're talking
Gotcha.
about?
Yeah,
They say, oh, your baby looks just like you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, tell them your baby looks like them. Gotcha. Oh, wow.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here at one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call taking my community back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck. And our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. At a sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world.
Hey, oh, welcome back, family. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're back. We're back,
that
Doc.
same old place. What you know about that, young fella? Mr. Cartel. King, our brother, King and Arms is showing up. Introduce yourself, King.
Ty Carl.
King Ty Carl, late buddy here. We ain't gonna choke him this time, family. But Artie, I misinterpreted what you were saying. You were saying tell them that their baby look just like them. I got you. Hey, Skip, thank you for watching, bro. Brother King, Mr. Robert Skipper in the house. I appreciate you. Let me know what you think. Yeah, me and this brother, we've been friends for I don't know how long. We insult each other all the time. That's what we do. And he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan.
Not Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay got a fan? I mean, seriously? Okay, now back to what we were talking about. What's the topic, Brother Lundy?
We're going to go to our next topic, which is how do you communicate?
How do you communicate?
I speak English. No. Again, with me, I don't know, man. I don't know if y'all share this with me, but it definitely depends. Like different relationships, man, I communicate differently.
Right.
I mean, even taking kids out, even with the grown-ups. With females, it's obviously a different conversation. Like if I was at a bar and I saw somebody that looked, that was fly, the chick that was fly, one of my female friends, I'm explaining that totally different than I explained it to one of y'all.
Right.
So to me, that's communication. You gotta adjust to who you're talking to.
Right, absolutely.
Not Doc. Doc said the same. Everybody.
I wouldn't. I mean,
She had a fat ass. She
would.
say that to.
I mean, they say
I would say it to the female
anybody.
too.
Right.
they say communication is key. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on, like you said, who you're talking to.
Yeah, there's people that receive it differently. You know what I mean? So you have to. If you just meet somebody, you don't know that yet, right? But if you know people and you know them well and they know you well, you can't tell me there's not somebody. You don't talk to your lady differently than.
Yes, but
I mean, describing
the
things. But I'm saying describing the same event,
Yes.
you would describe it differently to her than you would to me. No?
I can't. I don't think I would. I can't.
I guess it depends on what it was, I guess.
Yeah, but some things I wouldn't talk about to you that I would talk about to her.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying the things that would be a common something that you would talk about.
Yeah, I would.
It would be the same. Huh?
Probably. I can't.
Doc,
I mean,
Doc
I just
Holliday.
can't. I mean, it may sound messed up, but I can't think of
That's not
a
messed
topic
up,
that
it's
I
just-
would. Yeah, I just wouldn't. And then that out there thing that I claim, that's me all the time. So if I'm talking to somebody, I don't know what I'm not supposed to say. So if I'm gonna hold a conversation, then I'm gonna say whatever popped into my head. I mean, hey, Jody, Skip, Artie, am I wrong with that? Somebody holler at me. Let me know. Because I mean, I got in trouble so much in the military because you can't tell some people the truth, or at least your version of the truth. They're just not very receptive to it. They feel like because they outrank you or whatever, you got to be a certain whatever to them. They got to be stoic to you. And to me, a motherfucker in uniform is still a motherfucker.
Yeah, no,
Like
it's
I said, communication is key. The way you communicate. You can't communicate with everybody like you do somebody. To establish a relationship, there has to be communication. Any type of relationship.
Yeah.
If you go to the bank, excuse me, and you're talking to the bank teller about your money, you have to establish some type of communication with her to get your money. Say you go to the bank, you got a bad attitude, you cursing everybody. See how long you have to stand in line because of that, because of your communication. Communication is key. When you meet somebody, you establish communication.
Exactly.
With phone numbers.
and that's whether you have a 2-minute relationship with that
Yeah,
person or a
absolutely.
20-year relationship. Like it was a little quick story. I was at Subway last week.
Right.
And there was a young female working back there. She was new. And then there was another chick that was a little bit older. She had been there a while. So there's a female in front of me that ordered a sandwich. And she said she wanted everything totally custom. I was like, you're at Subway. You don't get all this. She was like, she said she wanted salt on her pickles before you put them on a sandwich. She said she wanted the bacon heated up separate from the cheese. I'm like, this is Subway. You're paying $6. This ain't Ruth's Chris. You can't do it. But I mean, like, and the chick, the girl, the young girl behind her. Huh?
Did you say it? Or
I
did
didn't
you
say
just start
anything.
it?
I didn't say anything.
Go somewhere
But you
else
wanted to say
today.
something.
But I'm saying if I work there, but that's the
Yeah.
thing, when you work somewhere at Subway, you can't. She was probably 18, the worker, and you work at Subway. If this was a mom and pop, privately owned place, I'd be like, get out of my store, man. I'm not putting salt on you. Pickles are
Let's
salt.
keep it real, dog. Let's keep it real.
Jody's a friend of mine from the military too. I done known this cat, I don't know how many years, but he said, yeah, you don't have a filter. Exactly. Cat Davis said, I'm just coming on. I missed the topic. Earlier we talked about, your perspective as far as how do you see you, and now we're talking about how do you communicate. Me, I'm the same cat always. If I'm gonna talk to you, then I'm gonna talk to you how I see it because I don't know how else to do it. I don't know how to talk to one person this way and another person that way and so on and so forth.
See, I've mastered
I can
that.
hold a conversation and not even know who I'm talking to because my conversation not going to change.
I'm the same cat,
So,
but I speak to
yeah.
multiple people different ways.
And then George
to me,
Green
it's
says,
necessary.
we must get on the same page in order to communicate. I feel you on that, Mr. Green, George, whatever you prefer to be called. But
Robert
hey,
Skipper says
I
you're
gotta
talking
talk-
reckless.
Yeah.
You've been talking reckless for a couple of years.
Couple. Skip him. Woo! Only reason I ain't saying that because of this. But yeah, I say what I got to say, you know. I mean, it is what it is, you know. I mean, no, that wasn't you. That was EJ. I was trying to talk about when we was in Tampa Bay, but that was EJ. Yeah, a friend of mine, Eric Johnson, we went to Florida to go to an electronics store because there wasn't in Valdosta. Valdosta was real small at the time. So we drove all the way down there, and the Falcons and the Bucks playing. Man, I'm in there cussing and yelling and hollering at the thing. From all these people, I got on my Falcon jersey. All the people down in Florida. And I'm hollering and cussing, telling the Bucks there, nothing, talking about how the referee cheating and all this. I mean, it is what it is. Deborah, go King. Thank you, Deborah. We appreciate you for watching. Your show was nice, too. Jody, you have to be able to read the room in order to communicate effectively. I
Exactly
feel you on
right.
that. Maybe I
Exactly
just
right,
haven't mastered effective communication, but
Right.
at this point, I don't really think I'm going to. I'm just going, I'm going to not talk if I don't feel like it's necessary, and if it is, I'm going to say what I got to say.
Nobody has that type of power, I think, to be able to master the whole room at any given time. You know, just come in.
I think a lot of females do.
Just take up. They think they do.
I think they do.
I mean, true enough, some may can, and the ones that think they can, they really try to. But communication, to piggyback, is a valid effort between two people. That you can meet somebody today, like I met you guys. And to me, this is going to be an experience that I can enjoy or separate for the rest of my life. I remember Hassan, I remember Doc, I remember Takal, because you've been an integral part of my life through communication.
Right.
So
I feel you on that
communication, absolutely.
But see, I'm not, you were saying a person go in line and have a bad attitude and
Yeah,
cuss and all.
yeah.
Well, that's not me. That's not who I am.
Right.
So if I'm in line and like, if the person was ordering all that stuff,
Yeah.
I probably would have bust out laughing. You know, and if they would have said something, I would have talked to them like, like I would, hey, what are you doing? I mean, are you serious?
Absolutely.
You ordering gourmet food
I mean,
at the Subway.
I feel like if it
got you.
got to be like, a big altercation, I would have stepped in. But it's just, she was just annoying everybody. But it passed.
Yeah, I want salt on my pickles separately. You don't get your.
I was like, you paying $5.49 for the sandwich?
Yes, you
What
can
would be
communicate.
hard to do is to say something to somebody. I mean, the way people crazy these days.
Right.
But
Well, it's not your business, right?
but you know that it's people that will say things that you really want to say. Like, so you probably wanted to say something, but didn't. But it's something like Doc said. He would actually say it.
Right.
Me personally, I would be thinking it in my mind, man, I wish I could just tell her off. I want to say something so bad to her.
But see, I never really think like tell somebody off.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when people acting a fool, it's funny to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it tickles me to see people just really not realizing how much of a jackass you making yourself out to be. Let me hit a couple comments. Artie says, yes, you can't communicate with everyone the same way. Some people you feel comfortable saying anything to, some expect you to walk on eggshells when you talk to them. Cat Davis, I communicate differently depending on the type of relationship. I feel you on that one.
Yeah, I agree with that, Cat.
Only thing I can say as far as like when I'm with my lady, nah, I'm still talking the same as I would talk to anybody. Now, with her, I might not talk at times. I
Right,
might
there's certain
say
things you won't
nothing.
say, right?
I might.
Or
I can't think of nothing I won't say. I might say nothing if I think it's going to lead to an argument or something.
Right.
But with anybody else on the planet,
yeah.
take it how you want to take it. It is what it is.
Exactly.
If you don't like my conversation, don't talk to me. I ain't got a problem with nobody not talking to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can walk in the room and be around the same person every day and not say a word to them. I ain't got a problem with that. If they want to hold a conversation, then be prepared for.
I was gonna say everything that he just said. I'm the exact same way. So,
Right.
Yeah. Like just.
See, I don't like that. I don't like being in an awkward relationship. Or a relationship meaning not
just set
not
it
like
over.
romantic relationship. I'm talking about work
Yeah.
relationship, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't work with somebody and there's an issue.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
We either gonna talk about it or we're gonna
Yeah.
agree to whatever. But
don't have
I
an
can't just
issue.
be like, I ain't saying
If,
nothing to him.
if we at a job,
Or her.
I'm at a job to get a check. So
Right.
I'm at a job to do the best I can so that check don't come up short. Because check come up short, then I got problems.
Right.
So I'm there to do my job. If a person needs my help, then I'll take my headset off, whatever, and I'll talk to them about this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But if a person talking to me about they day or this, that, and the other, most of the time I ain't interested.
Right,
I
was
don't
gonna say, I don't really
want to
care
know.
about that.
I'm not gonna tell you about my day.
But to
I'm
be
not gonna tell you what I'm
confrontational,
doing, this, that, and the
is I
other.
think
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a way to say it. There's a way to
lot
say
of
it.
jobs. Co-workers, they beef with each other. They don't get along.
To me, that's
They talk about
crazy.
each other in the break room.
Why?
They go behind each other.
that's insane.
Childish adults is what it is.
But that's something
Yeah.
that females usually do though.
Yeah.
You don't really hear guys.
I used to think like that, but
Yeah, I did too, dog. You got dudes.
yeah,
Absolutely,
dudes,
dudes.
especially them dudes that
Some-
bitch make.
Some dudes
Just
worse
saying.
than females.
Yes, exactly. But my thing is, why do you want? To me, when people trying to get in your personal life and your personal business, the
Yeah.
only thing they're gonna do is go and tell somebody else.
Exactly.
So why?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, why? Why do you want to know? If you want to know, E equals MC
Yeah.
I
squared,
don't say
cool.
too much.
Yeah.
But you want to know, what I did with my lady and this and that. That ain't your
Unless you
business.
say the
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, I've never said my lady's name. I never do.
Oh, I
don't
thought her
say my
name was
lady's
Baby
name
Girl.
that way.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
Exactly. That's what y'all need to think.
Yeah,
That's all. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all y'all
And
need
that's
to think.
fine. I think
don't say it at
the
work.
only thing I'm saying though
It ain't
is
nobody business.
yeah, and to keep your affairs private or whatever you want private is that's anybody's business. But I'm saying there's certain people that in my life that I deal with differently. Like I said, if I'm telling them the same situation or describing the same story, whatever, I tell it 3, 4, 5 different ways
Right,
because there's
right.
certain things I can tell people. There's certain ways I can say it.
Can I
to
have an
certain people
example?
and all that. Nah,
No.
no. I mean I don't know. Just anything like
If I saw a girl over there and for whatever reason I described her to you as she got long hair, I'm not the dude who's gonna come up to you and be like, "Oh, Shawty got a fat ass."
Yeah.
That just ain't how I communicate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't me. Now back in the day, that was me. But at that time, if my mom asked me,
Yeah.
I would say the exact same thing. Shawty had a fat ass. She caught my attention because she had a fat ass.
see that.
That's the
You're
that's,
different
that's
cat.
the
And that's fine, but you're a different cat.
Keep
Yeah.
it real.
yeah.
absolutely.
I mean,
Some might call you crazy. I don't know.
That's-
I don't mind though. I mean,
just
because
And it's a relationship
What a
that he
person
has with
calls
his
me-
mom as well.
Right.
Because you can have a relationship with your mom. You know, I still call my mama,
me too.
and a lot of
Mama,
interviews
mama.
call their mom by their first name. Mary, hey Mary, hey Barbara.
I never call a mother by her
You know,
first name.
Yeah,
I feel you on that one.
But
I
a
ain't
lot
with
of adults do. I still
yeah.
call my mama. And if my father was living, I still call him daddy.
Yeah.
You know, just out of respect.
Oh yeah, I call my mom all the time. I never call her by. I mean, it might have been once or twice I
Yeah.
joked and said
Yeah.
it, but nah, that's not something I know.
I don't talk intimacy with my parents. That's kind of creepy to me.
Well, I'm glad you got a line for that.
yeah, like my
That's a good line
mom
to have.
asked me something about my mom has met baby girl before.
Yeah.
And once she asked me something about us being intimate, and I just looked at her and like, "Mom, you know I don't do that kind of stuff." I'm period, different snow. Just ask me.
I can talk to
Just
my
ask
folks
me.
about yeah, but 'cause
Can
they be
you-
trying to get me
Yeah.
to like do, you know,
Yeah.
Want some
I ain't
grandkids?
with it.
that
Yeah.
trying to get me to do like stripping and stuff like that. I'm like, whoa.
Your parents?
Now like my grandmother and them, they be trying to get me to do all types of stuff. Like
You gonna be a stripper?
nah.
Listen, you can do that when your grandmother is 40. You know what I'm saying? When your grandmother is 45. Because a lot of these kids, our grandmother was 60 and 70.
Man, my grandmother,
I'm 42.
my grandma was in her 70s when I was little.
Yeah,
60s, 70s, whatever.
Big Mama, 43 years old.
You saw Big Mom at the club.
39, you know what
I
I'm saying?
feel you. Alphonse, I agree with you,
Nah,
Doc.
man.
I have friends who tell me that they like talking to me because I give them the truth without biting my tongue. Exactly. I don't know how else to do it.
Right.
Dolores, hey Dolores, how you doing, little sister? Alphonse, not the mom part though. My mom will tell you, yeah, she don't always enjoy our conversations, but we usually laugh and stuff a lot when we talking crap. Robert, Skip, what you talking? it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I think the problem sometimes is that people don't hear you until you say it very directly. Mom, by the first name, that's a choke hole coming. That's a choke hole.
Right.
I don't think my mom would be offended. I don't know, but that would bother me because I would feel like I'm disrespecting.
Right,
my
yeah.
mom.
I don't think my mom would probably just laugh at me
Yeah,
if I did that, if I called her by her first name.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I pose another question to you, Kings.
Mm-hmm.
In conversation, do you give positive advice or is your advice negative in a lot of ways?
As far as
Even in just mid-conversation. If someone came to you and needed, you to hear a word from them, is that conversation positive or negative?
My conversation is honest. My conversation
Right.
is, I don't consider it positive or negative. It's how I think. Because
yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Because if you ask me something, then all I can tell you is my truth. I can't tell you, what
Sugarcoat
the right
to make
thing
them
do.
feel better.
Exactly.
Right.
I can't
Absolutely.
do that.
But it
Because-
depends on that person's state too.
Right.
And again, it depends to me. It depends on who it is. It depends on who it is and what their state of mind is. If I have a friend that I know has been going through a lot over the last 6 months and they've a little bit unstable and they say, hey, my lady just broke up with me.
Right.
How, what should I do? I'm not gonna say, how you feel? Go jump off a bridge, go kill yourself, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hey, don't worry about it, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna
do you-
sugarcoat some stuff. I'm not gonna say,
Do you
she don't like you
think-
because you're a loser. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say that.
Do you think they're a loser? Do you think they should
Even
jump off a bridge?
if I thought they were a loser, I'm not gonna say
that
you're a
real?
loser. That's why she broke up
But
with
see,
you.
to me, that's not realistic. I don't look at anybody I know as a loser. I don't look at anybody I know and
But
think
I'm
they
saying,
should
but
jump
it
off
might
a
not be
bridge.
your friend. It might be somebody you work with that you think is a loser. And
I
they
don't
say,
think
hey, man,
anybody's a loser. I don't. I don't. If I don't know you, how can I call you a loser? You know what I'm saying?
So you don't know anybody that's a loser, or that you thought at one point in their life
Yeah,
that
at
yeah,
one
you're
point
kind of a
in life,
loser.
At one point, I don't know why.
I do.
I thought some people was weird, or I
Yeah.
thought people put themselves in certain situations. But if they were to ask me, I would tell them.
Yeah.
A friend of mine he's a friend of mine. He got put out of the military for doing drugs, right?
Yeah.
And I would tell him, think about all the stuff you risking. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to do drugs or to not do drugs, but what I'm gonna tell you is that you on drugs, you high, you out there fixing a plane, and somebody dies. Was it worth it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then when he went and told the people in the military that he was on drugs, they didn't put him in rehab. To me, they screwed him. To me, they should have put him in rehab.
they
The
failed
moment
on
should have
that.
taken him off of them planes and put him in rehab. The minute he said, I have a drug problem. Not the mom part though. It's not the way he said, okay, try it and see. No. Depends on the situation. Sometimes the persons need to hear the harsh truth. Agreed. Now, Jody's the cat that I know will tell me exactly whether I want to hear it or not. He's gonna tell me exactly what he's thinking. But to me, you get more respect when you do that. Wouldn't even talk to somebody who I thought was gonna bullshit me, because I don't want to hear that.
Right,
Yet they
but you
should
have to
put
earn
him
that.
in
You have to
rehab.
earn that
Agreed.
right, though. You have to earn that right to speak to somebody like that.
Why?
Like if you know somebody for a while, then yeah, you could tell them. They'll accept it from you more than they'll accept it from somebody they just met. You say, hey, you screwing up, whatever. Like if you just met somebody a week ago, and they telling you that whatever you're doing wrong in your life, I'm not going to accept that the way I accept it from one of my
because you
best
don't even
friends.
know me.
Right? You know what I mean? That's what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. So you have to earn the right to speak to somebody certain ways. You can't just.
I'm gonna
you know,
take
talk
theirs
to-
the same way I take anybody
See,
else's,
I'm not-
even my
I'm not.
friends, because
So
it
that
depends
positive
on what they
belief-
talking
right,
about.
Right. Go ahead,
I'm not
Tucker.
gonna
How you feel about it?
Tucker, you're gonna have to feel like the break because we got to go to break. But now you can start, but you gonna have to finish and you have to go back to it when you come back after this break.
All right.
But you can start if you want to.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I mean, like you said, be realistic with somebody. Don't just pretty much sugarcoat it. I mean, if you're gonna talk to somebody, having a communication with them, then
Boom. Because to me, you losing people respect.
Yeah, well, I'll explain
Well,
myself
sugar-
when we come back.
Well, sugar
I'm
on
not
shit
saying
don't make it
Open and
pancakes.
honest, Yeah.
I'm not saying sugarcoat the truth. I'm saying choose your words wisely because people take things in a different way. I'm not saying lie to them or tell them, try to make them feel better.
Basically, just watch what you say.
Yeah, because people take it different ways.
I feel you on that one. Man, I hate taking this break.
We'll be right
Take it
back.
down.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Are you an artist, a writer of spoken word? Do you have content ready but need exposure? Get to know me. I'm Alicia, host of a new Facebook live stream show called The Flavor, where we promote local and international talent of all genres. Here are some rules and regulations to the videos that we'll be accepting. They must be radio ready, no cursing, no lewd language. You must send us contact information as well as a YouTube link to your video so we can extract it from there. Email us at 1061tv@gmail.com. and we thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm Harry Lennox, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network. Hi, I'm Harry Lennox.
Hi, this is Bill Duke, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network.
Big fun in TV 1061 out of Douglasville, Georgia. King Takar, King Lundy, King Isan, and King Doc. We're here and we're talking about introspective, looking at you for you. We were talking about communication when we left, and we're going to jump right back into that because we were talking about, do you communicate positive or negative? And I was like, I communicate with what I see as realism. As in, if you ask me a question, then I'm going to my nephews, right? My nephews are probably the closest to me, next to my daughter and my lady. And my nephew will ask me a question, and I'm like,
What's the age?
20,
okay,
26,
grown up. Okay.
and 23.
Okay.
24, 25, 26,
Okay.
in their 20s. But when they ask me, I tell them, look, straight up, how you gonna say that you love this one shorty, and not they, but if they were to ask me, how can you say you love this one shorty and you hollering at this other shorty when we out? You know what I'm saying? If you love this shorty, then you love her when you out too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this might be a topic for another show, but you can love somebody. Yeah.
You get the point.
I'm not going to elaborate on that, but I hear you though.
I feel like that, that's not, well, that's my opinion of love, but again, that's communication. That's how I communicate.
Right.
I'm not going to say, well, it's okay to do this, that, and the other, because in my eyes, it's not.
And that's young love. When you're at 20, in your 20s, I don't think you get the full fashion of what it is to be in love when you in your 20s.
Well, I ain't trying to switch the show to love. I'm still talking about the communication. I'm trying to say how I'm not going to switch the communication because it's my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How if a friend of mine was to say the same thing, Jody, I think if you ask my advice or opinion, then you have to be prepared for my answer. Exactly. And
Right.
I say if you have to hold a conversation with me, because I don't know how to sit and say, well, I think that. No, I don't know.
Here's an example, and this is just me, or maybe it's not just me, but it might be just me at this table. I don't know. So if your lady had just struggled with her weight, and she just lost 30 pounds, and she feels good about herself, whatever, and she tries on a new dress, and you don't particularly like the dress, but you know what she's gone through to get into that dress. She said, "How do I look in this dress? How do you like it?" You're gonna say, "Oh, I don't like that one. Put on something else." Well, no, you're probably gonna be like, "You know what? That looks good on you, blah, 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 whatever," because you know what she went through to try and get herself back to that. You're not gonna say that? You're gonna say you don't like the dress?
I'm gonna say, no, I don't like that dress. I'm gonna say,
Right,
I like you. I mean,
I don't like the dress.
But that's too much explaining. It's too easy to just say, "Oh, you look good."
I'm
baby.
not
That's
out for
perfect.
easy. I'm out for realism. And
That's
if I don't
where
like
we
the dress,
differ.
then
I'm avoiding all that by
why
saying
would
it
I
looks
say
great.
I like a dress if I don't?
Because
Why
that's
would
your lady, and you don't feel like getting her upset. You don't feel like arguing. You don't feel like no backlash. And it's easy to just say that. That's me.
I'm not with it.
That's me.
I'm not trying to
I'm not
argue
saying you
and all
lie
that,
about
but
big stuff, but I'm saying
if
that's
I don't like
something
the
that
dress,
I would
I'm not
tell.
gonna say I like the dress because the things I like, she's gonna wear more.
I'm saying I like the dress.
The things I like, she wears more. If I tell baby girl I like her in blah 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 blah, I know that she wears blah 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 more. If I don't like it, why would I tell her I like it so she can wear it more and I don't like it? That don't make sense to me. I can't wrap my mind around that. I mean,
I'm not saying if it's a. I'm saying my point was that she went through
good and everything because
my point was you love her. She worked hard to get into what she thought made her look good, and you saying it doesn't look good.
Right.
That's my point. Not
you
the
look
dress.
good, but the dress don't look good.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go into that.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you, but I'm not with it. I'm just not. I think, I hate when people say that they will tell you the truth, but can't take it when you are truthful with them. I run into people like that all the time. Don't start nothing you can't finish. I ain't mad at your argument. Yeah. I think the thing is going to be with the perception of the person hearing the message or receiving a communication. Just because you tell someone something that may be negative at least in their eyes, it doesn't mean that it was done with malice or contempt. You were just being honest about what you think. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, and then again, I can't think of too much. I'm gonna say.
Personally, I'm gonna be straight up with you, and if you don't like what I say, then you don't like it. Oh well, you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
I feel you on that one.
And to me, there's again, there's certain things I'm gonna be straight honest with, and there's certain things that I'm gonna say a different way because I'm either want to avoid confrontation with especially if it's female.
Yeah.
With guys, it's different. I think it's different.
Yeah.
Obviously, with talking to grown men than when you're talking to a female that you care about and that you know cares about you. There's two different ways. There's ways to say things and ways not to say things. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to sugarcoat everything with grown-ups, but I'm saying there's certain things I avoid saying.
If my woman wanted to lose weight, then first of all, I'm gonna be trying to lose weight with her. I'm gonna be doing whatever she's doing to lose weight. So I'm gonna be there all the time.
Right.
I'm not gonna just say get in the gym. I'm gonna be in the gym with her. If my lady goes to yoga and she wants me to go, okay, let's go to yoga. If you want to walk up and down Stone Mountain, let's walk up and down Stone Mountain. Whatever you want to do, let's do that. You know, I will be there to help you, whatever. And I will compliment you on the effort you're putting in while you're putting in the effort.
What if she doesn't see results? What if you don't see results, but she feels like she's putting in a lot of work, and she doesn't feel she comes to you and says, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What do you think? Do you think I'm doing a good job? And you're like, nope, you ain't losing no weight. I don't know what you're doing.
I can't see. Nope, you're not doing it. Nope, you're not losing no weight. I can't see that because if she's doing what she's supposed to do, she's going to lose weight. My thing to her, because my woman, in order to be my woman, she's gonna have to be appealing to me. So my thing is, I'm gonna be like something to the effect of, you see you every day. That's why you don't notice it.
Right.
But trust me, it's happening.
And
because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be reshaping.
Right.
That's just. I mean, you can't avoid it. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're eating right and you're exercising, you're going to be shaping yourself differently. Right. It's just the human body.
And with a lot of women, as far as the dress factor goes, a lot of women will ask their man's opinion.
Yeah.
But it doesn't generally mean that she's gonna take your opinion, because I know my wife, for instance, if I say, well, I don't like that dress, and she loves that dress, guess what? She's gonna wear that dress.
Yeah.
You know, but my opinion, matters to her. She respects that. But if she's lost 30 pounds and this dress been hanging in the closet, and she lose that 30 pounds, and she wants to get in that dress, then guess what?
Right.
It doesn't matter what I say or not. My wife will get in that dress.
Right. And that's what I was saying. That's
she can get other dresses as well.
Yeah,
I mean, that gotta be that same dress.
Right, that scenario is just for me with positive reinforcement.
Absolutely.
You're not going to give her a negative, or I'm not going to give her negative feedback. I don't care if that's my least favorite dress in the closet.
Right.
That's just me. I'm not going to give negative feedback on that scenario because of what she's going through. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a situation. My homegirl took me with her to the mall after losing weight. One dress, I told her, heck no, you too fine for that dress. Boom. I feel you on that one. You looking out for her feelings, nothing wrong with that. But if you don't really like it, you shouldn't say you do. We here, Dolores. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion too. Then you keep encouraging her. It's lifestyle change, not just a fad. Boom. We here, Jody. That's right, Romello.
But let me ask you a question though. What is too fine to be in a dress?
What is too fine to be in a bruh?
Nothing too fine to be in a dress.
Hey,
when that thing poking out from
right. They're looking at the physical attributes of that dress.
Wait, did I hear something? Where did that question come from?
Absolutely.
When Alphonse said that he tell his girl, heck no, you too fine for that dress.
Absolutely.
I feel him on that one because your lady can look good and put on a dress that don't accentuate her curves or don't show this, that, and the other.
Right.
Wait, is that what he means though, or does he mean she's too fine to wear that dress because she's going to draw too much attention?
Or is he saying? I think he means that the dress is not going to look right.
Can you clarify that? Clarify that, Alphonse.
Come to Texas.
Fine to me means that her curvaceous body, the way she feels out the dress, that's too fine to be in the dress. And a lot of men,
because the dress doesn't.
A lot of men don't want their wives showing.
That's what I think he's saying. I don't think he's saying the dress doesn't do it justice. I think he's saying.
Yeah.
Doc is right. I'm just saying.
So he's saying the dress doesn't do it justice.
My baby is built like a brick shit house. I mean, my baby girl is nice. I'm just saying. And yes, I like her in those.
A lot of men do.
I can't think of the name of it, but it's some kind of dress A demi shimmy. No, not shimmy. It's a dress, but it's like not real. She don't think there's anything to it. But when she put them on, oh my Lord, she get Ray Charles be like, bro, you see, I'm telling you, my face look good. I'm just saying, you know, but I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Some men do
Exactly.
appreciate it. You know, going out, you know, you have this woman and she banging, looking good,
Exactly.
you looking good, she on your arm.
Right.
And a lot of men, they hide that.
Nah,
they don't want nobody else seeing that, you know.
Don't try to touch her. But
That's why,
right.
you know, Hassan, they saying, oh, no, I don't like that dress. The dress can be nice on it.
Yeah.
But, oh, no, I don't like that.
Well,
You know,
I'm saying if the dress
doesn't look good on you.
If the dress don't look good on you, I'm just not gonna say it does. Some dresses are not made for curvaceous women. Some dresses will
That's
take
right.
your shape
That's
and it'll
right.
smush it or it'll rearrange it to where you not looking like the
So are you-
person you are.
Are
And-
you okay with her wearing those dresses when she's not with you?
yeah.
Okay.
Because I
A lot
have
of
the
people
utmost
aren't,
confidence
right?
in her. I mean, I'm not if I can't trust you to be out on your own, then I don't need to be around you. We don't need to be with each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I can't do it because I don't have time to be sitting up here trying to run up behind no woman.
Absolutely.
What up,
No,
Mika?
I
Trying to
agree.
figure
I
out
agree.
what you were doing.
Yeah,
and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Like,
all
it's
that
not
stuff.
worth it.
Got too old for that.
Even in my younger days, I ain't got time to be chasing up behind you. You know?
Right.
I just
No,
ain't.
sir.
Hey, Mika, we talking about like how you see yourself. Now we talking about communication. Like I say, how I don't really have filters, and how we facts. What's facts, Jody? Or say word. Say word. That was a military thing we used to do all the time. You know, when you say word, that means you telling the truth. Yeah.
word.
Don't say word if you ain't telling the truth. You just BS and you can't say word. But yeah. When it comes to like me, like baby girl, she don't see it.
Right.
She does not see herself nearly as good looking as she is.
Right.
And I'm looking at her like, is your mirror broke? Do I need to come over and Windex it or something? What is
Right.
wrong? But like, she tell me that I'm muscular. I don't see it. I see myself as kind of fat, a little on the chubby side.
Right.
And I'm always trying to do push-ups and sit-ups and trying to eat this kind of other.
Well, you see yourself on the chubby side, good God Almighty, Professor.
Right, you judge you. I ain't judging you. You do you. I'm not here to boost you up.
Put yourself on the
What does Queen Lundy see? That's all that should matter to you. What Doc see don't matter.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying? Because what Lundy see in me, I could care less.
Absolutely.
What baby girl see, that's what I care about.
Absolutely.
But I'm not gonna let myself go because she
Right,
says I'm
right.
muscular. Because I want to be muscular.
Right.
So you know, I'm gonna keep eating. I'm gonna keep doing my push-ups and sit-ups and whatever to try to get me how I feel I should be. You
Right.
know? Jody said, "Word, I feel you, bro."
And that brings us to the next question, to the kings. How do you see yourself on a personal basis? How do you see yourself? How do you look at yourself as opposed to what you allow the world to see? See, it's another you behind closed doors.
Agreed.
So how do you see yourself?
The out there person
Right.
that I am in public is not the private person I am.
Okay.
In private, I'm a little insecure. In private, I'm just that. I'm private.
Right.
I don't have, you know, a bunch of. I have hundreds of people that I can truly say are friends, but close friends, I would say probably 15. You know, if that. And I don't talk to them every day.
Right.
I mean,
I was gonna say,
it's
that's
just,
more than me. I don't know if I have 15 people I would consider
Absolutely.
close friends.
I do.
Absolutely.
Probably 10.
I
I'm
do.
the same way.
Um, But and your head is too big. Look at baby girl like it. I ain't thinking about you. Cry me a river. My friends used to clown my head. They used to clown my head all the time. Say I had a big head. I ain't got a problem with that. It just is what it is. You know.
You'll grow into it, dog.
I ain't got a problem. I ain't got a problem. Hey, as long as it don't hurt my neck, I'm good. I'm good. But I also know that I see things differently. Sometimes it used to bug me a lot,
Right.
and it's rare that I think of it now, but I do. That I see things differently than most, and I can't understand why.
Okay.
I can't understand why people don't see things black and white. Why people, I mean, it bugs me that I see things so differently than average. And I'll be wondering why. You know, what is it about me that makes me like that?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Doc, you have a lot of
because
friends. 15.
everybody
Thank you,
else's
Dolores.
perspective is not the same as yours.
Right.
Agreed.
See, his son's perspective is different from mine. Mine is different from Takar. Takar's different from yours. Yours is different from all ours. So that perspective puts you in a realm of life that you can only judge yourself. Well, there's only one judge, you know. Nobody else can judge you but God. But I tend to take it for myself is that I put myself in a realm that if I'm comfortable, with my surroundings, I tell my wife all the time, when you get out of the cars at night, even in our community, observe your surroundings. In life, observe your surroundings, who the people you surround yourself with. Because of that, I don't surround myself with a lot of people. I just don't do it.
I feel that.
I just don't
That's
do
what
it.
they say. A big circle is a loose circle, right? You
I
gotta
don't have a whole lot of friends that I can call on the phone. My wife is my best friend.
Smart up, you man. That's how you make things work.
But going back to the original, I'm kind of the opposite of how you described yourself, because I'm more of a, I'm confident to myself. Like I know that I don't lack any confidence who I am, like in a private sense.
Right.
But what I put out sometimes, not that I'm not confident, but that I make it more subdued when I first meet people. I'm not a boisterous out front type of dude, you know what I mean? But as you get to know me,
I hate to be boisterous, but we gotta go to break.
Right on.
But keep talking, and you just start back where you were. Run this again when we come back.
But as you get to know me, as a person gets to know me, they can understand. They get to understand my personality. That I am confident. So. But like it was just kind of opposite of what you said, because you said that you're more out there, but in private you're less. You're more subdued or whatever.
Yeah, I am. That's real talk.
We shall return.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here at one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call taking my community back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap, because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today.
Boom! Welcome back, family. This is our last, not episode. This is our last segment of this episode. So come on, holler at me. Y'all talk to me a lot. But King and Son, you were saying when you off on your own, it was your persona as far as how you see yourself, like, and the image you portray.
Yeah, and that's all I was saying. Just to describe me a little bit is that, on a personal, private level, I'm always confident. I know I have a plan of going about things, whether it be work or personal or just by myself or with homeboys, whatever. But when I meet, especially females, I think when I meet females, it's not I try to listen more than I talk, and I try to keep my, whatever my personality is as far as out there personality, keep it in a little bit. That's all.
I think any smart man, when they meet a female, they should listen more than they talk.
More than they talk, right? Yeah.
Hey, King Lundy, it's on you.
Go ahead, Scott.
King Lundy.
My personal persona is I always separate business from personal. Absolutely, because I tend to feel that when you're doing business and you get impersonal with people, they'll take that personal
And use it against you.
absolutely
Yep.
sometimes. So people will never know anything about you until you open your mouth.
Ain't that the truth?
If you don't open your mouth, they will assume, you know, things about you.
They only know what you tell them.
Absolutely. And I'm the type of person is, I'm not gonna open up to you within the first couple of meetings with you. It's gonna take a while for me to truly open up to you and be able to trust you, because you can trust somebody who you think you trust, and at the end, you really can't trust them. Now, behind closed doors, you know, it's a whole lot of things that you can't even tell family, you know. You have to separate family members, you know, from your personal life too, because I'm gonna say this right here. Everybody's not happy about your blessings.
Boom. Ain't that the truth,
You know,
bro? Ain't that the
when
truth?
you tell somebody, I got a new house, I got a new car, I got a new this, they are not really happy about it. So you have to keep a lot of stuff in. So I do. You know, I live life, you know, according to how I'm supposed to live it. And I
don't tell
maintain daily.
And on the flip side,
Right.
on the flip side, if you experience something bad in your life,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that are
They're the first one
celebrating
there.
about that
Absolutely.
or talking about it.
Absolutely.
Yep. It's people that don't care, and it's people that are happy about it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. People try to get in your personal business.
About Doc from Talk Show Kids.
People trying to get in your personal business so they can talk about it to this person and that person.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That is so, that is so bitch made in my opinion.
Separated.
Ty Carr, run it.
I mean, me personally, like I said, it's just, for me, it's what you see is what you get. You know, I'm more so a private person, but at the same time, you know, I'm more so on a chill, laid back type of level. And I mean, you know, if I'm not feeling you, then I'm just not feeling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to, you know, open up and communicate to everybody, but, you know, again, if I'm not feeling you, I'm not feeling you. You know, it's just, I'm just more so on a chill, laid back.
Gotcha. With that
type of person.
With that outrageous outside personality, I can hold a conversation with anybody. Like I was talking to this guy who I know is racist on my Facebook page, and we was holding a conversation. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. Be whoever you are. I'm not asking you to change for me. What I'm asking you to do is respect me, and I'll respect you. We can exchange ideas. I don't have a problem with that.
Was it a heated conversation? Or
Not at
just a
all.
general
It was
conversation?
just a general. I wasn't heated. Now I don't know if he was, but I wasn't heated at all. I just didn't make sense to me because, for one, I don't care what he thinks.
Right.
What he thinks
I was
means
gonna say,
so
first of
little
all,
to me.
I'll never get
But-
upset about a Facebook conversation
But
ever,
to
especially
me,
somebody I don't
the
know.
conversation was intelligent. And then again, what if I'm the only communication he's had with the African American? I don't want a heated conversation.
Right.
I want you to see me as the man that I am, and I'll try to see you as the man that you are. If you're a racist, I don't have a problem with that because we never have to interact. You never have to talk to me. I don't never have. You can think whatever you want to think about me. I could care less. Now, if you come at me, then you're going to have to deal with coming at a 6'2", 200 pound African American male. But hopefully we don't get to that. Hopefully we can converse. You do your thing, I do mine, and you know, it is what it is.
Did he dive into your DM or?
No, nobody come in my DM like that.
How did the conversation start?
The
I think it was
conversation
like a
began because
public
it
post,
was
right?
It was a expressway. It was a street or expressway named after Barack Obama.
Right.
So when I put it up there, he said something to the effect of
Obviously,
that I hate that Muslim blah blah blah, and I hope he get hit by a
Get
truck.
out of here.
So obviously,
And
you
I
felt
was
some
like,
type of way.
Yeah.
why you hate Muslims?
But also you
And
gotta-
why do you want somebody to get hit by a truck?
But also you got to remember, a lot of these people are trolls too. They just want to have people react.
Yeah, but a lot of them are showing their true colors.
Yeah, a lot of them are real,
Okay.
but
I mean,
a lot of them just
real
want to
talk.
start an argument.
Right.
Well, you
That's why
can't-
I'll never get upset about a Facebook conversation.
Yeah, I would end it and block somebody before I,
Yeah, it's
got
not that
upset
serious.
about it. Yeah. And then I'm not the Facebook gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going, I whoop your on Facebook. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying?
It just don't matter.
I mean, exactly. I mean, if it's really that serious, I'll meet you anywhere, bro. We can come hot or not. I ain't got a problem with it. What up, MJ? Marjani is watching. Alphonse, I left a comment on that post, Doc. Yeah, I saw, bro. I think I hit you back, Alphonse. But hey, my Facebook is Doc Moore. Anybody they want to, we can hold a conversation about anything. I just ask that you be respectful. I ask that you respect others, even if you disagree with their opinion. And be honest with yourself.
Because everybody's entitled, not to cut you off, but everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I mean, I understand why people, feel some type of way about, somebody else's opinion. Like, it's just opinions,
Yeah.
You can, if you don't cut me off, you
Absolutely,
might not get a word in. You better cut me off.
I think there's so many people that feel. There's so many people that feel strongly, especially when you say the word Obama or Trump. There's so many people on each side that are sensitive to that. Not sensitive, but just feel a strong way.
Right.
So if somebody says something horrific about one of them, it starts something immediately.
Automatic.
To me, it's like, I don't know these dudes. I support Obama because I like what he was doing, whatever.
Right.
But if you say something about him, you hope he dies or whatever. That's your problem. That's not mine. It doesn't bother me.
Some are trolls, but some are just letting you know who they are. Agreed, Skip. The oldest stone carving known to mankind is an African female on an ankh, crucified on an ankh. That's the oldest carving.
Crucified on a
ankh. It's the cross with the little circle on the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's an ankh.
Okay.
It's an Egyptian symbol of death, but some people think it's like life after death. It really don't. But that's not the point. The point I'm making is, in my mind, all of us are one race. If you really look up race, black and white as it goes, that started in 16 by American Congress, because interracial relationships were picking up and they didn't like it. So they particularly didn't like darker men with lighter women. If you doubt anything I say, look it up, please. But they made the law that if the lighter woman was with a darker man, that her children would be indentured servant for so long a time period, and her indentured servitude would go longer. So that discouraged the women from being with darker men, and that's when the black-white as races started. Before, you weren't black and white. You were German, you were Jewish, you were Italian, you were African, whatever you were. But then after that, that's when just black and white came. What up, Jerry? I was wondering where you were, bro. I hope the Firehouse is still watching me and you checked me out, for the rest of the show. MJ, I saw you. I say never miss a good opportunity to shut up. I feel you, MJ. I ain't mad at you. And just so you know, I'm coming at you on the spades table. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. When I coming at you, I'm busting heads. You, Angie, Mika, Slim, Jody. Just saying.
One of y'all record that and put it on Facebook.
Please.
Doc talks a lot. If they hear Doc talking, he never lost his face.
I ain't say that. I've never said that. I've never said he never lost. I take my whoopings, but I'm giving them out too.
We're going to keep the conversation going, and I want to pose another question. And that question is, what is your idea of getting help or giving help? Would you rather get help or would you rather give help?
I have this pride thing that my crew has. Thank you, Jerry. I have this pride thing that my crew gets onto me because I won't ask for help. I will, MJ, I want some. I won't ask for help. Even if I need it, I could have $5 in my pocket. I will sit at home in an empty house and not eat before I ask somebody for something.
But why not though?
I don't know. But to me, giving help is giving somebody an opportunity. Like I had somebody live with me before, right? And while he was living with me, I said, bruh, if you're going to stay here, you're going to be doing something. You can't stay with me and not do nothing. So he was in school to get his A&P license, aircraft license. So his grade dropped. I said, you about to be homeless. Well, he thought I was joking. I'm like, no, you about to be homeless. You can't be living with me making C's and stuff like that. You need to be on the Dean's list every month. Every month he was on the Dean's list.
So you gave him an incentive.
Exactly. I gave him opportunity to build something. You can't live off of me. I'm not with that.
I think as
my woman and my kids, they can live off of me. My kids to a certain extent. My woman forever.
I think I can speak for most men when I say we would rather give help than receive help.
I was gonna say,
I think that's just in our nature. You know what I mean? We'd rather be helping somebody out than asking for help. It's not comfortable. It's not something that we ever want to have to do.
I'm one of those people where I've always given help. Like I've helped out a lot of people and things like that. But I was always the one that was getting messed over in the end. But I don't come to anybody for help unless I truly really need it. Like,
but would you get the help though?
When I came to you, for some help, because I really needed help at that moment. But normally, I don't just go around asking for help.
I feel you on that.
But you'll get help though, right? If help is offered to you and you need help, you will get that help.
Depending on the situation, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm stubborn and my pride. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so used to getting it and doing things on my own that
I'd rather time asking for help. That's because when we ask somebody for help, usually people like to throw it back in your face.
Exactly.
That's the last thing you want.
Nobody wants to hear that.
That's the last thing you want. Yeah. I mean, I've reluctantly had to receive you know, I've been through a lot of stuff just like all of us have.
I mean, just
but it's
think
not,
about it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
in general, no, I'm
Right.
the person that is
Right.
doing the helping. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I have received help and I've asked for help, you know, in my life, you know, because at one juncture in any man's life, you're gonna need help from somebody.
Right.
But then I'm a prideful man. I always believe on holding my own, and I stayed true to this saying that when you depend on somebody else, you've already failed.
That's deep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
When
you don't want to
depend on
depend on
else,
somebody. Yeah, you
you've
just want
already failed.
right.
No, I can't
So
really take ride with you on
try
that one.
to always depend on yourself.
No, I agree with try to always depend on yourself, but the fail part I don't necessarily ride with. I'd
You
rather
saying
be
if
in a
you
position
rather
to help.
depend-
I'd rather be in a position to help someone else than
Right.
to have taken help from someone else.
For sure.
If I did have to get help from someone, probably depend on who that person is. I feel you on that one.
You said you disagree with that as far
said-
as depending on somebody?
Yeah, I wouldn't say the person has failed, because if you're going after something, sometimes you need that help. Sometimes you like, in my business, right?
Yeah.
My business partner and I,
And
we
I'm gonna
rely
use
on
an
each other
example
a
too.
lot.
Yeah.
So at times there are things that he does that I can't do. I just simply can't, and vice versa.
Right,
So-
but that's not. Not to cut you off. I don't think that's what you were saying. You're not saying. You're saying
okay, well,
dependent
I
on
missed
somebody as a whole. Like if you're
Absolutely.
dependent on somebody else
For
And
every
your-
day?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I ain't
Then
saying
you're not even
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
continuous.
Yeah, I used to tell my daughters, like, you can't tell me you grown. You grown when you self-sufficient. If you can't, you can't be in my house asking me to buy you drawers, telling me how grown you are. That just ain't, I don't care if you're 60. If you in my house asking me to buy
I'm a
you
grown
drawers,
woman. Now let me
you
get
ain't grown.
$20 so I can go.
Exactly. But see, that happens. That happens a
Right.
lot. You really be surprised. Like somebody move in with you and they want to tell you how they feel.
Right.
You can feel like leaving my house or feel like doing what the hell I say. Them your options. I mean, I've always been more of the giver than the receiver, and it's okay. Absolutely. Deborah Mann watching. Thank you, Deborah. Jody, I think it's different. I think dependence is different from getting help. I feel you on that one.
Right,
And then a lot of
exactly.
times, are you helping somebody or are you enabling
that's
somebody?
right.
Because a lot of
Right,
times
right.
people not necessarily looking for help, they just want you to carry them.
Absolutely.
And I'm like,
And that's what
wait a
Doc was.
minute.
I think
Yeah,
that's what
why I was.
Minister. I think you were.
Well, that's what I was saying. I will help you
Reoccurring
while you're
help.
trying to do something.
Exactly.
You know, while you're trying, I don't mind helping you. But you
Because
got to be trying
I think
to do
most
something.
people that I've ever met, I've never met anybody that wants to be dependent on somebody.
Right.
Everybody I've met that I know well,
Sufficient.
right? Well, at least wants to be. They don't go
I
out
have
trying
met
to
people
be
that were
dependent.
very content with being on welfare, getting their checks, living in government assistance.
Yeah, I know there's people
and
like that. I'm saying I never knew
have.
those people personally.
Yeah.
I have, and I couldn't understand it. Like
I don't understand
there was
it either.
times when I qualified to get on stamps, I would not do it. I just won't.
Well, but that's
I be a
different. To me,
top
that's
ramen,
different.
Spam eating whatever.
To me,
But
that's
I'm just-
different
I'm just not
because
with it.
if you're going through something in life and
Yeah.
that'll help you out. But I'm saying if you get on those and then just never want to get off because it's easy, that's
right.
one thing.
Exactly.
But I'm saying if you need them and you use them for whatever months, year,
Yeah,
whatever.
but that's what we're saying. That was the point, right?
Yeah.
I
A
mean,
lot of families are indigent, and them being indigent, they have no choice. They have no recourse but to do that.
Right.
But when it's
But you have to-
reoccurring,
I was told you can get arrested for being indigent.
Is
What's
that right?
indigent? What you talking about?
indigent is a poor lifestyle.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And a lot of indigent people, that are used for reoccurring. Like say you get on for 6 months and then you get a job and they still get food stamps.
Yeah.
But if you stop getting food stamps and become self-sufficient, then it's okay to get food stamps. I know people right.
If you
right
need
to
it,
this
I ain't
day-
got a problem with
Right,
it.
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, that's
saying
why it's
that.
there to help.
I'm not
But
saying that
if you abuse the system,
yes,
Right,
I'm not saying
absolutely.
if you can't work or if you're looking for a job or this, that, and the other. I'm not. But I'm saying to sit at home every day,
Okay.
watching TV, and ain't nothing wrong with you.
Nothing wrong.
Then
Right,
you got a
that's
problem, in
an
my
issue.
opinion. You
Exactly.
have a slave mentality or jail mentality, some
Yeah.
shit where you think that somebody's supposed to take care of your grown ass.
Gotcha.
No,
Yeah.
that's no. I ain't with that. Alphonse, I wish I had stamps. I ain't mad at you. I don't. Alphonse also says, I've been homeless with no help but God, just to get on my feet
Absolutely.
and help the same people that wasn't there for me without prejudice. I ain't mad at you, but I would have prejudice. I would really, I hold grudges. I hold whatever. I ain't with that nonsense. I cut you off, and I ain't got to talk to you ever again in life.
Right.
If I need you, and you know I need you, and you can, and you just don't, I ain't got a problem with that. But I'll never come to you
I don't
again,
know
and
who
don't
said
ever
it,
come to
but
me.
a quote. Well, I forget who it was. He says holding a grudge is like drinking a bottle of poison and hoping your enemy dies.
I heard that before.
So, you know,
but it is what it is.
work on the grudges, Doc. Work on the grudges, bro.
Check this out, right? A lot of times people are told turn the other cheek, and people are told this, that, and the other. But I'm not with it. Karl Marx or Max Weber, philosopher, said that religion, no offense, is there to keep the masses calm and to tell them that you can live messed up, and when you die, then you'll have. So don't revolt and take things from those who have, because, and I'm not necessarily saying I agree with that, but on that same note, I'm saying that you're not going to treat me like crap and then expect me to be overly kind to you. I'm not going to be nasty to you, but I'm just not going to have anything to do with you.
Yeah, I got no problem with that.
So, well, to me, that's holding a grudge. That's how I see it.
No, holding a grudge is, to me, is like, is never forgiving somebody for doing whatever they did to you or your family, whatever.
Yeah.
To me, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I disagree with. I mean, I'm going to do my best.
Somebody molest my daughter, I have no problem blowing their head all the way off, and that's wrong. And I know it's wrong, but I ain't got a problem with it. Whatever happened after that. But you cannot molest my child and then come to me with anything, because for the rest of my life, I'm trying to kill you. That's it.
Okay.
I'm holding that grudge.
And
That it is what it is.
I know what, I got a daughter too, and I'm on the same page.
Okay.
But I'm saying that don't make it right.
Okay, right or wrong, that's the truth.
It is. The word is saying live in peace among everybody. Everybody live in peace.
It's hard to live in peace, minister. All the time, anyway.
The word say
live in peace.
The word say, peace, be still.
No,
I'm just saying, that's what the words say. That's what the words say.
That's just a BB gun. He's just playing.
Yeah, that's just a BB 45 with 45 caliber bullets, and I got my license right here in my pocket too. But
he playing.
I'm playing. We got a
Doc is a puppy.
Why did this show not last longer, man? Where we get to the end too quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tune in next week, fam. If you got an interesting topic, then hit me up, because I be looking for topics like I saw something about marriage that I'm thinking about, or I would like us to talk about. Because you only have to be 19 or 18 in one state to get married. The rest of them, you get married, you 14, 15 years old. Like your parents can sign you up. What 14, 15-year-old got any business getting married? You don't know who you are when you're 24, so you definitely don't know at 14.
That used to happen back in a long time ago, all the time.
You so stupid.
13.
Jody, quit talking about which one of these kings. Jody just called one of y'all stupid. Jody, you ain't right, man. You start talking to people like that. Look, Doc, you are special. MJ, you ain't saying nothing I ain't know. How long you known me? 20 years? Or have I not been special any one of the times? I mean, it is what it is.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning in, and make sure you hit us every Sunday at 6:30. Try to be here on time so we can talk, y'all. I need y'all feedback so we can go, toe to toe and talk crap. Yeah, it's another thing I be want to talk about. I want to talk about religion too.
Absolutely.
I really want to talk about that one.
Absolutely.
You're watching TV 1061, your global network. Hi, I'm Harry Lennox, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network. Hi.
Hi, this is Bill Duke, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network.